Hello, and welcome to the second episode of The Trenton Show. I'm your co-host, Trenton Davis. And I'm also Trenton Davis. Last time on the show, we talked about politics. So just to recap, Trump and his campaign staff, aka his hair, are still dominating the polls and Hillary is still lying. And that's basically all you need to know. Professional and college football are back, which means it's time for more unnecessary drunk and cocky Alabama fans. And what about Auburn? Well, we tried to say something negative about Auburn fans, but when we Googled Auburn stereotypes, all that came up was a list of Alabama stereotypes. So even Google agrees. Alabama fans are the worst. So who's going to win? Who's going to lose? Who's going to care? Moving on to the NFL, Tom Brady declared his passion for footballs.
With respect to the balls, and that there was obviously an issue with the balls.
I don't think anybody knew there was an issue with the balls. To me, those balls are perfect. I can only speak for myself. I don't want anyone touching the balls, rubbing the balls. To me, those balls are perfect. Some guys like them round, and some guys like them thin. Some guys like old balls, new balls. They're all different, so you gotta feel them, and you gotta squeeze them. To me, those balls are all perfect.
That was beautiful. Roger Goodell didn't think so. Why not? He tried suspending Brady for the first 4 games of the season, but Brady denied deflating anything at all, and Judge Berman overturned the suspension. The NFL asked for text messages related to the scandal, so naturally, Brady threw his phone in a blender. Sounds like he's hiding something. Sounds like Judge Berman just needed a fantasy football quarterback. Well, it seems to me like Roger Goodell is probably a little deflated now. Aside from Tom Brady's ball obsession, the Patriots still managed to stir up controversy in Week 1 as the Steelers' headsets were playing the Patriots radio broadcast of the game for the majority of the first half. While the NFL thinks this was their own issue, it's still funny to see the Patriots always managing to get in a negative spotlight. Reggie Wayne was going to be a Patriot this year, but then he realized he didn't want to sell his soul to Satan. While in college football, Nick Saban and Alabama continue to draw talent out of nowhere, and Florida State is still battling its criminal record. TCU is still pretending to be a big-time football program, and Baylor is also trying to convince everyone they belong in the second college football playoff. Obviously they don't, because last year, Baylor collapsed worse than the people in the Life Alert commercials.
I've fallen, and I can't get up!
Hey, I wouldn't be so hard on Baylor. I have a hard time catching a ball, much less even running after I catch it. Apparently they do too. Well, what even is football? Why is it so entertaining? All it is a bunch of sweaty men grabbing at each other. Sounds a lot like politics. Hillary, as we mentioned before, is not helping her reputation. She's even earned a new theme song.
Why you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop lying.
I have an idea to help Hillary keep her personal business out of her political business. What's that? She should buy the new iPad Pro. What's that? It's the latest Apple product. It has a 12.9-inch display. Wow, that's almost as big as the iPhone 6 Plus. It gets better. The iPad Pro is supposedly faster and all around a better product than the last iPad. Cool, what else is new? In the 2015 keynote, Apple announced many other new products. Along with an iPad Pro, which is bigger than Donald Trump's bank account, they also have a new iPhone, which is basically a 6th generation, first generation iPhone. Why do you say that? They just keep releasing the same products. The only thing that's changed is nothing. I disagree with that. The iPhone 6 was way different than the iPhone 5. The only difference was a bigger screen, so people like bigger screens on their phones. That's probably because the world won't take their eyes off of their screens. Everyone is slowly going blind. They need to get bigger displays to be able to see what's on the phone. Well, surely they have new products other than the iPads and iPhones. Oh, they do. They've revolutionized technology with a product no one has ever seen before. Cool, what is it? The brand new, innovative, incredible, unbelievable Apple Pencil. Oh man, that's it. Yep, that's it. They say using Apple Pencil, you can draw lines of any weight by just applying pressure, add shading with a tilt of a hand, and 15 seconds of battery charges it with 30 minutes of power. That actually sounds pretty cool. Yeah, maybe, but I was hoping for something a little bit better from Apple. What did you expect, the hoverboard? Well, that would be nice. This is 2015. According to Back to the Future, we should have hoverboards by now. Well, Back to the Future also said the Cubs would win the World Series this year, but we all know that isn't going to happen. Well, Lexus actually does have a hoverboard. So Apple shouldn't be too far behind. That is just like Apple, waiting until a product comes out, then changing one thing about it and calling it their own. Simple business to me. Well, that sounds like a good place to end this episode. What, complaining about something we hate? That's the Trenton Show! What do you think about what we talked about today? Does Tom Brady have an unhealthy obsession with footballs? Is Hillary Clinton ever going to stop lying? Maybe she was never lying to begin with. We want to know your opinions. And be sure to check us out next week. That's right, subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch us every Friday. Until next time, I'm Trenton Davis. And I'm Trenton Davis. Have a great day, and don't forget to drive on the left side of the road.